Hi, this is Nick Astor. I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland at the Net Impact 2012 conference. I'm here with Marilee Mcinnis. She is a senior manager at Southwest Airlines. Thanks very much for joining me.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I love to talk about Southwest. So.
Well, we love to fly Southwest. No coincidence with the ticker symbol LUV.
That's right.
So speaking of LUV, Southwest has a very good reputation for employee engagement, employee volunteerism, high rates of employee retention. In a nutshell, how are you accomplishing that?
Wow, in a nutshell is always difficult, but I think really the main thing is we allow people to be themselves. And at Southwest we say it's not just a job, it's a mission. And so I think people have the opportunity to be themselves, to make a difference in the world, and even if it's just one customer at a time. So I think that people really feel passionate about Southwest, and you're not only able to do a great job and work for a company that takes care of you, you're also able to make a difference. So I think that that's really key.
Mm-hmm. And how does that play out in terms of, are you measuring that? What are the key indicators that you're using to, be so sure of that?
Yeah. Employee engagement is such an interesting area, and how we see engagement is really that our employees are engaging in dialogue with us. We very much believe in two-way communication, whether it's blogging, letters, responding to employee surveys, and our employees are incredibly communicative with us. And so we really see that as a key sign of engagement. And then of course we do employee surveys every 2 years, and we do pulse point questions and those type of things, just like a lot of employers do. And we're just incredibly fortunate that, when we ask those questions, we're up in the 90th percentile of, proud to work for Southwest and job satisfaction and those type of things.
Fantastic. So speaking of measurement, I understand you're now doing integrated reporting, is that correct? Tell me a little bit about that journey, and how long have you been doing integrated reporting?
Well, I think like everybody, it really is a journey. We started out with an environmental stewardship report, moved to a CSR report, and then actually it was our CEO, Gary Kelly, who said, hey, we're doing two reports. We're doing an annual report and we're doing a CSR report. There's really just one version of the truth. Can we be more efficient in our reporting? And I said, yes. Well, yes, we can. And so then we started really looking into integrated reporting, looked into the GRI. Our shareholders wanted us to report to the GRI, so that was something that I was very familiar with and knew that that was a great direction to go in terms of a framework. And so we really just put together a cross-functional team that I lead, and really just did our first one in 2009 and have continued, and of course we're in the midst of our 2012 report right now. So we've been very lucky in terms of being able to report on the triple bottom line and having a good story, and integrated reporting I think is really the future and just gives such a great snapshot of a company, and so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more companies going in that direction.
Well, we think so too. Have you found that since you started integrated reporting, you've seen folks paying a lot more attention to some of those non-financial indicators?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We're seeing it in our shareholders, we're seeing it in our employees, we're seeing it in our customers, and I think we also got a lift in terms of Harvard did a case study on integrated reporting. I don't know if you're familiar with Bob Eccles, but he did a case study on integrated reporting and actually did it about Southwest. And so we definitely are seen as a leader in this space, and I think when you put out a document like that, people just want to know more and more and more. So we're always challenged each year to make our reporting better, whether that's clearer or more indicators or just more information. So we very much feel that challenge and feel the obligation to continue being a transparent company.
So speaking of material matters, there's going to be some changes coming up to some of the cabins on the airlines. So tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. In 2009, we launched what we call a green plane, and we were testing some sustainable materials on board, and the test proved out. And so what we're doing is we're doing a lighter weight seat that is made from recyclable materials. It's made from e-leather, which uses leather parts that are discarded by the leather industry and reforms it. We're using interface floor carpet that is in carpet tiles, which reduces waste. A lot of aluminum in the aircraft. So we're seeing the benefits of a cabin that is very sustainable, both in its materials and at the end of its life cycle. And then we also are 500 pounds lighter, which is extremely significant, especially over a fleet of 600 aircraft. And so what that's doing is allowing us to reduce the amount of fuel we use and reduce our emissions. So we're just very excited about it, and nobody else is doing anything like it. So we're pretty excited.
Well, we're excited to check it out, and thanks very much for your time.
Great, thank you.